Okay, while my wife is going off to the store, so I don't have to worry about the phone ringing and interrupting us. I purposely did that. Let's take a look at and quickly multiplying mixed numbers. So, real simple. We want to find so let's find the product of 4 1/2 times 2 2 over 3. And we want to also write it in simplest form. Well, we can pretty much estimate what we have, and we say we can, and this would just pretty much be a conjecture form. So we can estimate by saying, if we look at 4 1/2 times 3, our answer will be close to 12, or we can say it could be close to 15, realistically. But I would say if we estimate, we can see it close to 12. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look. First thing we do, step 1. Step 1. We need to write the fractions in as an improper fraction. Okay, we cannot do it. We want to write them as improper fractions. So let's say step 1 first. Write the mixed number write the mixed number as an improper fraction. Okay, well, let's do that. Change my ink here so it don't look so subtle. To do so, to change an improper fraction, we multiply the denominator times the whole number. So that'll be 2 times 4, and then we add the numerator, which serves as our remainder. So 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9 over 2, times 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So our numerator is 8 and 3. Well, again, I'm going back to using those same rules we did. If we can, let's simplify first. So I see I can look at 2 and 8. They are factors. 2 and so that means 2 divides into 2 one time, and then 8 4 times, and 3 divides into 3 one time, and into 9 3 times. So what that is giving me is 3 times 4, which is 12, and 1 times 1, which is 1. And again, we don't leave it as an improper fraction. We'll go right ahead and put it back as a mixed number, and in this case it's just a whole number, 12. Okay, good. Let's take a look at another one. Go back and change my font to the actual red, and let's try to work. So let's see, we want to find wife's back, 1 1/2 times 1 2/3. Go back and change this. Again, we need to turn it into a improper fraction. 2 times 1. Remember, when to do that, we multiply the denominator times the whole number. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3 for the numerator over the denominator 2. And 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 will give us a numerator of 5 over 3. Again, we go through 3 into 3, 1. 3 into 3, 1. So 5 and 2 are not factors because they're both prime. So 1 times 5 is 5. And 2 times 1 is 2. But we have an improper fraction. So now dividing 2 into 5 will give you 2 with a remainder of 1. And we'll just make it our numerator. And we get 2 and 1/2. Okay, let's take a look at a fraction times a mixed number. I know that would probably come up. I think it did come up today in period 7. So let's find 5 over 7, like a 5 and not an S, times 1 and 3/5. Okay, so again, this is already in fraction form, so we really don't have to, well, it's not a really to it. We're not going to do anything but write it. So that's 5 over 7 times, again, denominator times whole number. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 will give us our numerator of 8, and that's over 5. Okay, I can look at my 4 numbers, and right here I can cross divide. 5 into 5 is 1. 5 into 5 is 1. That's not an 8. So here 1 times 8 is 8, and 1 times 7 is 7. And of course we have to simplify. Let's see. So let me make sure. So to me, that looks like 1 and 1 over 7. And let me check to make sure I did this exactly right. That's 5 over 7. And that's 8 over 5. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 3 is 8 over 5. 5 cancels out. And that gives me 8 over 7. I'm going to work this here because I'm seeing some discrepancies. I have 5 over 7 and times 5 times 1 is 5 plus 3 is 8 over 5, and 5 times 8 is 40. 7 times 5 is 35. So if I divide that out, I will have 1 and looks like to me 5 over 35, which will equal to 1 and 1 over 7. Okay, so they match. You know, we're working out of a textbook, and OMG with these textbooks. Okay, so I'll work this last one, and hopefully we'll get better results with it. So I'm going to take negative this time. So I have a negative 2. Let's make that plain. There's no sense in putting that up there with the scribble. So we have a negative 2 and 1 over 6. And let's multiply that times a negative 1 and 1 over 5. Okay, so as I work it through, I see 6 times a negative 2 plus 1 will give me a negative 13 over 6 times 5 times a negative 1 is 5, and that's going to give me a negative 6 over 5. All of this is negative, guys. That's where the negative 2 come from. So all of this will be negative. Don't get tripped up over that. So now I can divide out. That'll give me 1. That'll give me a negative 1. And that's going to equal to, oh, let me rewrite this so you can see that. Negative 13 over 1 times a negative 1 over 5. And a negative times a negative is a positive. 1 times 13 is 13 over 5. And when we divide out, we'll have 2 and 3/5. So again, with mixed numbers, it's just pretty the same rule. You just want to make sure that you keep in mind that you turn them into improper fractions first. Okay, guys, stay tuned as I will give you some problems to work and bring in for bonus points.